Hi, I'm Lauren from Tideline Surf. Today I'm back with TYF, bringing you a quick 20-minute core vinyasa flow. Strengthening the core is great for everyday stability and balance, and of course helps us in our yoga practice. So when you're ready, grab your mat, maybe some water, and we'll meet in a child's pose. So starting today's practice in a child's pose of your choice, so knees together or as wide as the mat. And then coming to walk the hands out in front of us to allow the chest to melt down and the head to relax on the floor. Closing the eyes and just using these first few moments of today's practice to ground ourselves here. Find the breath and check in with how you're feeling. So breathing all the way into the belly and noticing the belly expand on the tops of the thighs, and then exhaling to release. Let anything go, any tension, any stress. It's going to be a strong practice today, so just taking these few moments here to check in, find out what's going on before we get started. You're welcome to set an intention here for the practice, or something you can take into the day ahead. We'll take one more deep breath here, all the way into the belly. And then exhale to ground through the palms, bring yourself up into a tabletop position, walking the knees underneath the hips and the wrists under the shoulders. The spine is long from the crown of the head to the bottom of the tailbone. Together we'll find some small circles to start warming up the wrists. So just finding small circles one way and then slowly making them bigger. Syncing up with the breath, and then taking them the other way again, starting off small, and then making them slightly bigger. On your next exhale breath, coming back to stillness and tabletop. We'll then drop the belly, shine the chest forward, and inhale to find a cow pose. Exhale to move from the tailbone first, curl through the spine, drop the chin down to the chest to find cat pose. Inhaling to drop the belly, shine the chest forward to find cow. And exhaling to find cat. Syncing up with your own breath now. Taking any movements that feel good for you. Warming up the body nice and slowly. Take one more cycle wherever you are. And then on your next inhale breath, coming back to a neutral tabletop position. From here, I want you to take your left leg out behind you, tucking the toes, just stretching out the backs of the legs. And then when you're ready, lifting that left leg high behind you, keeping the foot flexed, toes facing down towards the floor, so you're trying to push a wall away from you. We'll then take that right arm out ahead of us as well. Inhale to really lengthen out tall here. Exhale to crunch knee and elbow in together, hollowing out the back body. Inhaling to reach. Exhaling to crunch. Inhaling to reach. Exhaling to crunch. Inhaling to reach. Exhale to crunch. We'll inhale to reach one last time. And exhale to place our right hand, left leg back down. And then when you're ready, we'll take it to the other side. So taking that right leg out long, tucking the toes, just finding a nice strong stretch in the back of the leg. Maybe rocking back and forth. And then lifting that leg off the ground, flexing the toes down towards the floor, pushing that wall away from you, and then lifting that left leg, that left hand out long. We'll inhale here. Exhale to crunch, elbow and knee together. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to reach out long. Exhale to crunch. We'll then inhale to reach out one last time and exhale to release back down into our tabletop position. So from here then, taking the left leg just off the left side of the mat slightly, we'll extend the right leg out long to kind of find a modified side plank, reaching the right fingertips up high. We'll then inhale to lift and float that right foot off the floor, lift the right hand up and overhead, and exhale to crunch the knee and the elbow together. Inhale to extend, exhale to crunch. Inhale to extend, exhale to crunch. Inhale to extend, exhale to crunch. We'll then inhale to extend and reach one last time. Exhale to come and find your regular tabletop position. And then taking it to the other side. So allowing that right foot to come off the right side of the mat this time. Taking that left leg out long. Inhaling, reaching up tall to find your modified side plank. We'll then inhale to take that left hand up and overhead and float the left foot off the floor. Exhale to crunch and draw the knee and elbow together. Inhale to extend out long. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to reach out long. Exhale, crunch together. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. We'll then inhale to extend one last time. And exhale to come back to find your regular tabletop position. From here we'll tuck the toes and just lift the knees slightly from the floor to start activating those deep tummy muscles in the lower belly. Breathing nice and deeply here. You might feel a little shake. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. And exhale, send it all the way to downward facing dog. When you arrive in downward facing dog, making sure to claw through the fingertips and the knuckles and not dump all of the weight into the wrists. Grounding through the heels to feel a nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Maybe pedaling one foot and then the other to deepen that stretch. And then shining the tailbone and the hips up to the sky, pushing the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Find your breath. Good. From here, we'll then inhale to take the gaze forward and then slowly round through the spine to come into a plank onto the tiptoes, bringing the weight forward. We'll then drop the hips slightly to shine the tailbone back into the sky and find downward facing dog. That was our first spinal wave. So when you're ready, we'll take 2 more just like that, bringing the gaze forward, slowly rounding through the spine to come and find our plank. We'll drop the hips slightly to then shine that tailbone back into the sky. Downward facing dog. Taking 1 more just like that. We'll round through the spine to find our plank. Drop the hips, shine the tailbone up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Rounding forward then to come back into our plank. You're welcome to drop the knees here. Or staying here in plank, we'll lift our left leg up, followed by our right hand. Find a balance and then drop back down. Inhale to pick up that right leg, extend the left hand. Exhale to release. Taking this in your own time, finding some balance here, using your tummy muscles to keep yourself nice and strong. Breathing deeply, Maybe focusing on one point, one gaze point to keep your balance. We'll take one more on each side. And then exhale to release and send it to downward facing dog. When you're ready, we'll ground the left heel. Inhale to lift the right leg high into the sky. Exhale to find three-legged dog, crunching that right knee into our nose. Inhaling to extend that right leg back out long. We'll then exhale to bring our right knee to our right elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch our right knee to our left elbow. Inhale to extend back out long. Exhale to bend that knee in and step it through into our high lunge. We'll then inhale to reach up tall, fingertips to the sky. Exhale to release, grounding the left hand. We'll open our right fingertips up into the sky to find a twist. Inhaling deeply here and exhaling to release. Grounding the right hand now, we'll open the left fingertips up to the sky to find a twist on the other side. And then exhaling to slowly drop onto the inner edge of our left foot. We'll take our right leg out of the left side of our mat to find a fallen triangle. We'll inhale to reach our hips high into the sky. Exhale to drop them down to the floor. Inhale to reach up tall. Exhale to drop. One more like that. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop. Then inhale to reach up one last time. Exhale to drop that left foot down. Pick that right foot back up into the sky. And then exhale to find downward facing dog. Good. Breathing nice and deeply, finding your breath. You're welcome to take a child's pose here. Wherever you are, breathing deeply all the way into the belly. Exhaling to release any tension from the body. And when you're ready, together we'll meet back in downward facing dog, taking that gaze forward between the hands. Inhaling to curl forward through the spine, coming into our plank. Dropping the hips slightly to find our spinal wave, taking the hips back up into downward facing dog. Inhaling to round through, finding that plank. Exhaling to shine the tailbone up to the sky, downward facing dog. One more just like that. Inhaling to round through the spine. And then exhaling to find that spinal wave coming back into downward facing dog. This time when we round forward into our plank. Staying strong here, bringing the weight into the right palm. We'll then lift back into downward facing dog and bring that left hand over to the right ankle to tap and come back into plank. We'll then inhale to take it to the other side, bring that right hand to the left ankle. Exhale to drop. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop. Just one more on each side. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop, and then send it all the way back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, we'll ground that right heel this time. Pick our left leg high into the sky. Inhale here. Exhale to bring our knee into nose. Inhale to reach back out long. Exhale to bring our left knee to touch our left elbow. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bring our left knee to our right elbow. Inhale to extend one last time. And exhale to bend and step it through. We'll then inhale to reach our fingertips up into the sky to find our high lunge. Exhale then to send it back down, grounding our right hand to the floor, opening our left fingertips up into the sky to find a twist. Inhaling here, exhaling to release. Grounding our left hand this time, we'll open our right fingertips up into the sky. Inhaling here, and then exhaling to come onto the inner edge of our right foot and take that left leg off the right edge of the mat to find our fallen triangle. We'll inhale to reach our right hand up and overhead, take those hips high into the sky. Exhale to drop down. We'll inhale to reach up tall. Exhale to drop. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop. We'll inhale to reach up one last time before exhaling to ground that right palm back down. Lift the left leg high into the sky. And then exhale to find downward facing dog. Few nice deep breaths here. Maybe exhaling through the mouth a few times to release any heat from the body. And then when you're ready, we'll lower one forearm down, followed by the other to come and find dolphin pose. You might need to walk the feet in a little bit to keep those hips nice and high. But your forearms are parallel with one another. You're welcome to use a block here to hold onto your hands to keep your arms straight. And then from here, we'll exhale to bring ourselves down into forearm plank. Inhale to reach our hips up high. Exhale to find a forearm plank. Inhale to reach those hips up high. Exhale, finding this in your own time now. We'll take two more. One more. Exhale to find that forearm plank. And then release the belly all the way down to the floor, coming into a Sphinx pose. Allowing the body to relax. Staying active through the upper back, pushing through the tops of the feet. And plugging the elbows into the front body. Breathing nice and deeply all the way into the belly. Good. We'll place our elbows with our palms, tuck the toes and send it all the way back to downward facing dog. Taking any movements you need to here, pedaling the feet or finding a few moments of stillness. When you're ready, we'll step our left foot to the right side of the mat, right foot to the left side of the mat to come and find a nice seated position. So bending at the knees and bringing the feet in front of us to ground through the feet. From here, we'll take the arms out in front of us and start to lean back slightly until you feel a tightness in the tummy muscles. You might feel a little shake here. When you arrive there, just staying here with the feet on the floor or lifting them slightly off and in front of you. Breathing deeply here. Breathing all the way to the belly. I'll take two more breaths. And then on your next exhale breath, crossing the feet, bringing the palms next to the bum and lifting the bum off the floor. If you can, lift those feet off the floor as well, which I find very difficult. But we'll hold for 3, 2, 1 and release back down to find your boat pose. Breathing deeply. It's a real core burner, this one. Two more breaths. Exhale to then cross those legs. Lift the hips from the floor, maybe the feet as well. 3, 2, 1 and release. Bring those feet out in front of you and come and lay it all the way down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest when you get there. Find a gentle rock from side to side. phase of today's class now. Good, and then bringing the arms out into a T position next to you and just allowing both knees to fall to the left hand side. Breathing nice and deeply into the stretch. Maybe allowing the gaze to soften or eyes to close here. We'll inhale to bring those knees back through center and allow them to drop to the right hand side. Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a nice little squeeze here. And then on your next exhale, we'll come and bring our legs out long, arms out long beside us. Closing the eyes here, finding the breath. You're welcome to find any non-movements that will feel good for you to stretch out the body before settling here in Shavasana, final pose of today's class. Arrive here, just tapping back into that breath. Breathing deeply all the way down into the belly. And exhaling naturally to release any tension, any stress. Tap back into how you're feeling, how the mind feels, how the body feels. Maybe ask yourself if anything feels a bit different compared to the start of today's class. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. We'll be ending today's class here in Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you feel energized and ready to get on with the rest of your day. Namaste.